Welcome back, YouTube. Thanks for tuning in. Today's going to be the product review. It's going to be on the Guntec USA 15-inch handguard and also some fake suppressor shrouds. Yes, I said fake suppressors. We'll go over these two in a bit. Full disclosure here, I did reach out to Guntec USA and they were kind to send this out along with the 2 barrel shrouds. This is going to be a quick video about this handguard and also on these 2 barrel shrouds. So let's jump down closer and we'll take a look at this and the barrel shrouds. Alright, just like in my other videos, hopefully it's not too bright here. Quick unboxing. Again, this is the 15-inch Guntec USA. This is their 15-inch Air Light Series MLOK free-floating handguard in flat dark earth. Nothing much in the packaging here, so we'll just take this out here. So you're going to get a bag of spacers, your screws to hold on the screw to the barrel nut, and the barrel nut itself. Like I mentioned, this is going to be a quick video on this handguard. Plain simple, does its job. Nice thing about Guntec USA is that all parts are made here in the USA. So if you guys like to support things that are made here in the United States, go ahead and buy from them. Really good company, really good people. Another thing about Guntec USA is that they are really well known for their color coordinated AR-15 parts. They have anything from red, blue, black, flat dark earth, purple, pink, etc. You guys can check it out on the website. I'll link in the link tree description below. But anyways, back to this handguard here. Again, this is the 15-inch handguard. Let's start from the front here. Basically, it's got 3 MLOK slots, 3 o'clock, 6, and 9 o'clock position. It doesn't have any on the other positions just because there's cutouts here, just for weight savings. I do like that they included up front. That way you can attach any attachments like a lighter, laser, etc. This is T6 aluminum. Again, cerakoted in flat dark earth. Up top here, full length Picatinny rail. I like that a lot because you can run pressure switches, lights, lasers, etc. Night vision. The internal diameter of this is going to be 1.34 inches, so it's going to be relatively pretty slim. You get the nice C-clamp grip on it. Again, this is their Air Light series. This with the barrel nut weighs only 8.9 ounces, which is super light. My other handguard that I had was about 13 ounces, so this is going to cut a lot of weight off of that. And then moving back here, again, just a bunch of cutouts. No MLOK on the bottom, only the first third of the handguard. And then it's got a proprietary barrel nut. So looking at this barrel nut here, like I said, it is proprietary, so it'll only go in one way. It's only threaded one way. Other end is not threaded. I've seen a few different companies that do have threaded ends on both ends, but this is only one end. And included is a pack of shims, so you can time this. Reason being is because with this barrel nut, you do need to time it correctly. So your holes here line up with the holes on the barrel nut. It's not timed with the gas block, but I kind of like this design a little bit better because you know that you're going to get a nice secure fit versus the clamp-on style where on here there's clamps on the bottom where it holds it into place. That over time can work its way loose versus this. The only way for your handguard to come loose is if your barrel nut comes loose, and if you torque this down correctly, that should not be an issue. So that's about it for the handguard. Like I said, it's pretty simple, basic, in a good way. Nothing much to it. I will install this on my 300 blackout upper and then I'll go outside and show you guys how it looks like in full person view. So we're going to put this aside and then we're going to move on to the fake suppressors. This one here is the 30 cal slip over. That is the part number right there. Now I had installed this on my 300 blackout, but I just took it off just for this purpose. So let's start out with the 308 version. Again, this is just a barrel shroud, so it's not a suppressor. It is hollow on the inside. It's not going to suppress any noise or lessen any noise in that case. This is made out of T6 aluminum. It does slip over the barrel. I'm not going to show the install on that, but as you guys can see here on the very front, those are the threads right there. It's going to slide over the whole shaft of the barrel and you're going to start threading it on, and this will sit flush with the end of the barrel, making it look like you have an SBR or a pistol. Again, these are USA made. The outer diameter is 1.25 inches. And the weight of this is 5.9 ounces. This does cover up 5 inches of the barrel, so it's not going to stick out an extra 5.5 inches this way. It's actually going to slide over the shaft, and you're going to screw it in, and you're good to go. Again, this is the 308 5/8 by 24 thread. It does have 2 little holes up here. I don't know if those are functional or not, or this might be there for looks, or it might be maybe some type of wrench you can use to tighten this on, because this basically you just kind of hand tighten it on, and you're good to go. If anybody knows what that's for, leave it in the comment section below. It does have some writing up here, USMC part number, and then 308, 300 blackout, serial number. Again, that's for the 308. I will show how this looks like on the rifle as well when we go outside. This one here is the 5.56 223 version. This is also made out of a T6 aluminum, 1/2 by 28 thread, laser engraved military style markings. This will work on 9mm with 1/2 by 28 threads as well, just because the opening is a little bigger and it uses the same thread pattern as most 9mm barrels that are threaded. Again, this is USA made. This one's a little different compared to this one. This one just slips over the actual barrel versus this one where the thread is actually on the bottom. So it's actually going to feel like an actual suppressor versus this one where it's a shroud. It goes over the barrel. This actually is going to thread at the very end of the barrel. The overall length of this is going to be 5.5 inches. The outer diameter is going to be 1 3/16. As mentioned by Guntec USA, this is going to function as a barrel extension, and it weighs in at 8.3 ounces. I'm not sure if you can use this as a pin and welded muzzle device. Maybe you can. I don't know how you would do that, just because you can technically screw this on at the very end of the barrel and maybe pin and weld and make your barrel up to legal length. Anyways, again, this is not a suppressor. This is just a barrel shroud, strictly for looks. I can see through here. Apologize that I cannot get a view of it, but inside is just a hollow tube, and it runs down to the threaded portion down here, and then it screws onto the end of the barrel. So here are the two barrel shrouds. Again, thanks to Guntec USA for setting this up for me to do a review on. I know this is going to be a quick, simple video, but I just want to put it out there. And I just want to say thanks to Guntec USA. A lot of people are going to ask why I got these, mainly just for aesthetics. I do like the look of these. Again, not functional, just strictly for looks, and it's really cool for the Instagram pictures. So there's an excuse to go and buy them. Both of these are relatively pretty cheap. They're around 40, 50 bucks. All right, I just stepped outside just so I can show you guys the whole rifle itself. So here it is. Again, this is the Guntec USA Air Light 15-inch handguard in flat dark earth. Everything seemed to line up nice and straight. So depending on your upper receiver, you might actually need to use some shims in the shim kit. I ended up using one just to make these holes line up with the handguard. Again, it's very important for you to talk your specifications. I believe Guntec USA says anywhere from 30 to 45 foot-pounds. I got close to about 42 and it lined up just perfect, so I left it at that. Overall, the fit and finish on this seems to be nice. The Cerakote seems really nice. No sharp edges or anything on here. The ergonomics of this feels really good. I do like the slimness of the handguard. You get a full C clamp around it. I will be putting on BCM vertical grip along with my Surefire light and everything. I just took that off just for the install video, just make it a little easier. I do appreciate them having all these cutouts in here, making this really light and getting rid of some aluminum that's unnecessary. I do like that it sits all the way to the end of the barrel here. That way you just get a little more protection and you can mount your lights and lasers a little more forward. But yeah, like I said, other than that, fit and finish is good. Everything seems to be nice, machined really well. Sits up against the upper receiver really well. I don't see any cons so far. I mean, only time will tell with that. So hopefully the next few weeks I do get some time to go out and shoot and see if this handguard will come loose or anything like that, which I highly doubt it. But that's it for the handguard. We're gonna move over to the barrel shroud. All right, so here's the barrel shroud here. I'll walk just a little closer for you guys. Again, that is the 308 300 blackout version. As you guys can see, it does sit inside of the handguard here and the end of the barrel there. So like I mentioned before, this does not screw in from the base. It actually screws in at the very end of the barrel shroud, which makes it look like you have an SBR or pistol. One tip is when you do install this, make sure you leave the crush washer on. That way when you screw it in, it has a little gap between the end of the barrel and the barrel shroud itself. If not, the barrel is going to stick out of the barrel shroud. It's going to look kind of funny. What I ended up doing was I ended up flipping my crush washer upside down to make it sit the way I wanted to and have the lettering kind of face outward like this. Otherwise, with the crush washer sitting at where it was before, the writing was on the other side and it was upside down. And going back to the end of the muzzle device here, like I said, make sure you use a crush washer. That way your barrel sits inside of the shroud here and is protected. And for those who are wondering, this 300 blackout upper was sent out by Right to Bear Arms. I did make a video on this already, so go ahead and check it out. 16-inch barrel, pistol length gas tube, 12-inch handguard. Really solid shooting rifle. It's going to be my go-to hog hunting gun, because this 300 blackout is actually my kiddos' 300 blackout, so they're going to share this when they go gun deer hunting and when they do youth gun deer. But this one here is going to be strictly my hog hunting rifle. I do have an AR-10 for gun deer, so I'll be using that. So that's how it looks like with the barrel shroud installed. It does look like it is a short barrel rifle. I know some of you guys are going to hate on that, but you know what? This is my build and I don't care. So that's the look of it. I think it looks pretty cool. Compare this to this. Just from far away, people are going to think this is an SBR and this is a regular 16-inch barrel. I'm not going to go into the ins and outs of why you should have one of these. For me personally, just the looks, and as oddly as it sounds, when I sighted this in with just a standard A2 birdcage flash hider, I was getting about 1.5 inch grouping, and when I installed this and I went back to the range, my group shrunk to about 1 inch. So I don't know if I was just having a bad day at the range that day or if this actually did help. I know some guns, they hate shooting with a muzzle device on, and they shoot a lot better with no muzzle device. So this might be the case where it only likes to shoot with just the barrel itself, and this barrel shroud just is there to protect the threads and the end of the barrel. So that wraps up today's video. Again, I just want to say thanks to Guntec USA for sending out these parts for me to do a review. Greatly appreciate it. Only time will tell how well this hanger is going to hold up. I will do an update video on this in the future. If you guys have any questions, do leave in the comment section below. I'll try my best to answer. Until next time, be safe, everyone.